chances and waited for Manchester United to go for gear. Good effort initially, calmed away. There, like these sort of things, quality. He was already checking his shoulder, he was already looking before that ball comes back, just to see if he's there, see if he's got any space around him.
Athletic Club, it's Paredes, Garasabel, got five in the box here, with Alvaro Giallo poised behind him.
Giallo just wants to try and get some space. It's great footwork, there's nowhere to go. Gomez, that's the one, the timing. Could he have got something to be waiting the whole half, or just one of those chances? It wasn't the best chance, but it was a good enough one.
Alvaro Giallo placing the ball and stepping away with determination, but it's really straightforward in the end for Onana.
Good enough strike. The ball moved slightly, but comfortably into the goalkeeper's hands.
An extraordinary night again. The lack of noise at the end reflects a crestfallen scene in the San Mamés for the home team. Their dream of playing in a European final on home turf could well be over. Manchester United have thrown a wrecking ball through it. For the first time, they win in this stadium, having been beaten twice before. Athletic Club 0, Manchester United 3.
Let's go. Just one. The one, the only. Happy Fifth. Feel the fifth. They have smooth lassi. They have the new smooth lassi. You love, love, love it. Feeling tired and weak? Despite having a full meal, imagine this jar is your daily nutritional requirement. 8 bowls of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this gap is for nutrition gap. I recommend Central Multivitamins Daily. Its vitamins and minerals give you energy, immunity, and more. La vida es un ritmo que escoger, paso a paso hay que correr.
Hey, we're losing it. What? Guys, we're losing it. We're losing vitamins and minerals every day. Win it back with Centrum Recharge. It has 13 vitamins and minerals for energy, immunity, and hydration. Centrum Recharge. Recharge India.
पैसे बड़े बदल गए हो यार। अब जेब से नहीं स्कैनर से आते हो, फिर भी मुंह पर सर लगाए जाते हो।
पैसों का तरीका जितना भी बदले, हमारे लिए उसकी कदर नहीं बदलेगी। भीम, भारत का भरोसा, भारत का अपना पेमेंट सर।
The theatre where Manchester United have so often lived their dreams. Only the stuff of footballing nightmares can prevent them from reaching a 9th European final. The work done in the Basque Country a week ago puts them in a position where they have every reason to believe that the road back to Bilbao is already paved. Athletic Club need to believe in miracles. Well, dramatic scene outside as they wait in the quiet for the wall of noise to hit them. Onto this famous stage they walk once again. Manchester United move mountains already in this Europa League knockout stage. Some of the most extraordinary drama even in this club's remarkable history. Tonight should be a straightforward evening. Should be. The 3-goal leads have evaporated on the European stage before. Ruben Amorim does not want to add his name to that particular list. The coach he's up against has suffered that particular fate on a couple of occasions, so he knows what is possible. Ernesto Valverde. But no silly errors, and United are there, and salvation after a truly deeply difficult season is at hand. Well, nerves were certainly detectable a week ago in the early stages from Manchester United, but they are expectant. All football logic suggests they'll be back in Bilbao for the Europa League final. They named the same team that won so handsomely in the Basque Country a week ago. Bruno Fernandes's 2 goals make him the competition's joint top scorer. Only Ugarte, Dorgu and Garnacho started at the weekend at Brentford. Matthijs de Ligt suffered a happily minor injury there. He can't make the bench. That's the only change to the squad from 7 days ago. Daniel Siebert of Germany is the referee. Curiously, every UEFA club match this season that he has presided over has ended in a home win. United certainly hoping that continues tonight. Bruno Fernandes and Yeray, the 2 captains this evening. Athletic Club rocked by the loss of both Williams brothers, Iñaki with a groin issue, Nico with a problem that has been troubling him for a while. It adds to the absence of 17-goal Oyhan Sanset, who missed the first leg. Danny Vivian is suspended after his red card a week ago, which was a significant talking point. Alex Berenguer possibly moving out to a wide position, and a few unfamiliar names on their bench this evening. he's been. He set the tone for Ruben Amorim's team on these European occasions. Grasped the nettle again in San Mamés a week ago. No team has ever let slip a 3-goal semi-final lead in this competition. Athletic Club will have to make history if they are to play in a European final on home turf. But we have already witnessed the extraordinary on this particular stage in this competition this season, where Manchester United scored 3 goals in a little over 7 minutes to book their place in the semi-final on that incredible evening against Lyon. So, Michael Brown, anything is possible.
Anything is always possible, but you have to understand the players that are missing on the away side who are going to come in, try and set the tone, try and be aggressive, trying to play in behind Manchester United, and they started very well in the first game, and then Manchester United obviously stepped up. From there on, the red card did change everything. It was all Manchester United's day, but expect possession to be good, slick. Hopefully they do get a good start in the game.
Yerai away. Well, Manchester United have achieved just about everything in European competition. They've experienced just about everything. And their history does include them losing a European tie when they were 3 goals up from the first leg. You have to go back to 1964 for that one and only occasion. The European Cup Winners' Cup quarter-final against Sporting Club de Portugal. Denis Law scored a hat-trick here, 4-1 up from the first leg. They lost 5-0 in Lisbon. Challenge by Jallo on Lenny Yoro, yields a United free kick.
Look at the shape and the setup. So Gomez might have played narrow in that 10 role, but he's actually just slotted into that left-hand side. And that'll be a role he'll be comfortable. We'll soon see, because how does he affect it? I'm sure he wants to be a little bit more central. He thought he might have started the first game and didn't, so a good opportunity for him. But he wishes he was more central.
Well, they did start together in that combination, Berenguer and Gomez, at the Bernabeu recently. Højlund and Nunez together. Nunez a little too friendly for the referee's liking. Bruno Fernandes with a searching delivery. Who'll win the race? Arms aloft in appeal, and the throw-in will go the way of Andoni Gorosabel.
Harry Maguire, first game starting out on that right-hand side, doing the trickery. He's now found himself on the left-hand side. He's thinking, well, get out there. I'll have a go. I'll try and make something happen while he's up for the set piece.
It's this new hybrid role, centre-back stroke winger. Mind you, as who came through at Sheffield United, it's a club where that sort of thing's been popular in recent years.
You have to evolve, you have to change, you have to be ready for whatever circumstance. We've seen him at the top of the pitch also, but I wonder how they approach it, Manchester United. Do they go for it much quicker? Are they patient and kick off? As the club come forward, and you're going to have to leave those gaps at some point.
player of great capability. Just selling Jarrow a fraction short there, and Dorgu able to steal in.
It's the last thing you want, that short pass. Dorgu coming quickly off the surface, just went right through him. He got straight up.
Here's Gomez looking to make a first inroad. But a straightforward bit of defending for Victor Lindelof, who did make a crucial block in the early stages of the first leg. And I'm sure Alex Berenguer would have loved to have had that opportunity again.
Yeah, Berenguer, he had so many chances, didn't he? It could have been so different. But again, defensive unit Manchester United stood strong.
Good noise from the travelling supporters from the Basque Country. They've been everywhere you've looked in Manchester today. Came into the city on the train with a good number of them earlier, and a lot of them wearing the green shirt in the colours of the Basque flag, which they wore in their memorable success here under Marcelo Bielsa 13 years ago, their only win on English soil. By Unai Nunez. Ruben Amorim, incidentally, in preparation for this match, has focused on the first half hour of the game when it was 11 against 11, and the intensity that Athletic showed and the problems that they caused to keep the focus.
Yeah, but he expected it. He said in his interview beforehand, he didn't cope with it well enough at times in the Premier League. We've got to adapt, we've got to be ready. And really, they were still caught, weren't they? A little bit slow. From there on, did okay, obviously. You've got to go back and see what you expect. The experience of Valverde will be able to find a way as well. Can he have a solution? It's just the personnel that's lacking for him.
Well, twice as Barcelona coach, he went into a European second leg with a 3-goal lead and saw it all slip away in the Champions League semi-final, 31 miles from here at Anfield 6 years ago. And in the last 8 in 2018, when the Greek god in Rome, Kostas Manolos, popped up and left them in ruins at the Olympic Stadium. Roma beating Barcelona on away goals, having trailed 4-1 from the first leg.
So you're smiling, so you're being mischievous, aren't you? You're asking, can he reverse it? Can he go on and do it?
He's due one.
He is due one. Well, he's got a slight problem with a couple of players, so if he can get anywhere near it, if he can stay in the game, if he can take the lead to give him some confidence, that's exactly what he's looking for, nothing more than that at the start.
Not the best from Onana. Sabel and mocked up by Dorgu. And Sonati trying to make his presence felt. Floated towards Unai Gomez, not great from Mazraoui, and teed up here for Berenguer! Oh. Well, he's let him off the hook again.
Well, he has. That's good play, isn't it? Ball around the back, but Gomez getting involved, you know, to do something under pressure. That touch was really good. Then that little weighted pass, you see exactly what he's doing. He's trying to curl it into that far corner, just leaning back. Another chance early on in games for Berenguer, but you see it's difficult when you get that look at it, and how much he's got to swing it back.
Harry Maguire, a formidable obstacle. And a warning shot across United bows. Just by Jaude Giza, Højlund with some good play. Fernandes pointing the way in the middle. But it's beyond him. Mazraoui. making plenty of noise, over 4,000 of them. Good number of families here to support their team. Intriguingly, both the Williams brothers may be absent, but their mum's here. Maria, big supporter of the team everywhere they go. Very popular figure amongst the athletic club support. This is Marouane Sanadi. Jallo. Here's Lindelof. Oh, find its way to Gomez. Giza. Sarbel. Dorgu diligent. Stopping the cross.
Hold up play. Hoyland has got to do a little bit better. Flick ball in, doesn't hold it, but as you say, Giza in the middle of the pitch. He needs to get on it more. I was looking forward to seeing him play last week, but for obvious reasons we couldn't actually see the best of him. Now it's time to shine and try and dictate the middle of the pitch.
Jallo trying to skip away, he's retrieved it well there, trying to combine with Berenguer. The challenge from Euro yields a free kick for Athletic Club. In their depleted attacking ranks, Berenguer, certainly the chief creative threat, presiding over this free kick. Marouane Sanadi, a powerful presence. Nana getting height and distance on it. Luis de Galarreta back to Marouane Sanadi. Giza. Yerai's touch. The potential here in behind. Garnacho had an opportunity to streak away, but again Zabala is there.
It's opened up now, isn't it? A few opportunities, good set piece, good clearance. And there you go, that shows you Manchester United want to counter quickly. I think when you've got the likes of Garnacho, you can put it over the top. Goalkeeper, good position.
For Hoyland now. Just a reminder, Iñaki Williams, who had that great headed chance in the first leg when it was goalless, hamstrung tonight. Nico Williams with a groin issue that's been a source of trouble for him for a while, in discussing whether to manage it conservatively or go for surgery. It might be a degree of relief for United's two wing-backs that they don't have the prospect of facing them.
Let me tell you, when they see the team sheet and they realise they're not going to be there, it's a big lift. You know when you're under pressure, you know when you're coming up against good players, you can relax slightly. Obviously, you're aware of what's coming your way still, but I think for me as a player as well, you should see certain people out there, it's a big lift.
felled. Bruno Fernandes desperate to get on with the game. Sanadi coming off rather second best.
Grabbed him, hasn't he? Right around the mid-drift. Maguire just comes around and just plays the ball into the space. He reads it well. As a defender, what do? Do you go tight? Do you try and get a little bit of contact? Do you wait, be patient? I think with Manchester United in this position, they can be aggressive.
Bruno Fernandes in the kind of position he wants to be. Oh, and again is Zabala out to deny Garnacho. And there was a real opportunity for United to get some relief and certainty.
Yeah, he plays it really quickly early. He's onside. There's the run. I think I've seen players before slide to hit the ball, before the goalkeeper actually comes in, and that maybe would have been the best choice. He stays and waits, tries to drag it round him. Yes, it's the safest move for sure. The goalkeeper would have been in a bit of danger if he'd have done it, but also he wouldn't have blamed him if he kind of took that risk and slid in just to try and nudge the ball underneath.
Dorgu driving forward, options left and right. Boylan keeps it alive, Bruno Fernandes. Berenguer. Here's Unai Gomez. The sheesh with the cross. Met by Casemiro. He's been such a pivotal figure in the recent stages of this Europa League run.
I think what was good there about Manchester United, you're being asked questions of the recoveries, out of possession, how good are they? Everybody back very, very quickly. Direct route, straight back into your slots. It's so important for Manchester United. They're going to get better, they're going to improve as a squad, that everybody does these things.
Fernandes plugging the gap there. What uncertainty from Lindelof. Marouane Sanadi. Jallo. Ruiz de Galarreta. Gorosabel. Lenny Yoro. Telescopic leg there. Berchis. Unai Gomez. Berenguer. Xavi Giza back to Berenguer. Gomez clearing the way for Berchis to make strides. That could be useful. Got away from Marouane Sanadi. Garnacho. It's a relatively chancy ball, but found Fernandes.
It's good Berenguer going to get on the ball, trying to get those passes, move people around, but once it goes into the final third, the support's not there. I feel like he should just be a little bit further up. Midfield players who are behind him do that. The gap's too big. Manchester United look comfortable in that defensive setup.
Fit by Casemiro. Ugarte only finding Gorosabel. Hashish of Algerian heritage. All athletic club players have a strong connection to the Basque Country. Cantera, the now unique philosophy.
Going to set there, Bruno Fernandes in that 4. It's a difficult position for him out of possession. He's got to wait and delay.
Nacho left stretching, Casemiro though finds a way out. And so do United, ultimately, with Dorgu. Jallo to Berenguer with a bit of space to move into. It's good work here by Berenguer.
It's a really good effort. Hasn't got much to go at. He's got all those red shirts in front of him. He's gone a long way. He just steps inside. You see exactly what he's trying to do. Just bend it all the way around. Comfortable for the goalkeeper, but Manchester United much better in their possession when they're counter-attacking.
Casemiro. And Dorgu's got in behind here, got to be careful. Referee showing no interest in a potential penalty there. Although it will naturally be scrutinised by the officials in the video booth.
You see there, just gets into a position, he knows the ball's getting away from him, he's looking for contact for me, he's already losing his balance and tries to just get something at the end of it. Referee in great place, good position, not interested, and rightly so.
Christian Dinget is the chief VAR. The referee on the pitch reiterating, for me, no. But we wait and we wonder.
I think this is the point now, isn't it, when you get so many looks at it. Can you find a little bit of contact, can you not? But look at one, look at another. I think the first one told the story.
Well, it's still a hot debate on that side of the field between Dorgu and Horasabel. And there was more than that after the first leg. It's still continuing, actually, over the penalty and the red card that were awarded. Well, pain at the moment for Marouane Sanani, so their striker is out of the equation for this attack. Jallo, it's broken kindly for him. Maybe one or two handball shouts from the athletic club supporters at the opposite end of the ground. Yerai. Sanani's back in the equation. Sheesh now to Gomez. Cleared with comfort by Lindelof. But not there by Nunez. Hoyland trying to get away, but he's committed a foul. Meanwhile, the referee has other matters that concern him. And Mazraoui looks a touch mystified, but he goes into the notebook.
You get a look here now, there's a mistake, and there's maybe a hand from Hoyland as it's just running away from him. He's contact as well. He's looking at, isn't he? The elbow.
And that's why Sanadi was down on the deck a little earlier as that Athletic Club attack developed. So, Hussein Mazraoui, the first into the notebook. The yellow card slate was wiped clean at the end of the quarter-finals to reduce the risk of suspensions for the showpiece occasion, which was a very admirable move. Unai Gomez. Hoyland with a considerable physical advantage there over Ruiz de Galarreta. Here's Berenguer. Casemiro, the guilty party.
You've got that contact behind you. Desperately waiting for a little bit more contact, and then you see he just sort of leaves his right leg to fall down, engineering it rightly or wrongly. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Realistically, Casemiro's never going to get the ball there, is he?
But he's just fallen over and just lost the right leg and said, I'll have a foul, thank you very much.
He's given the opportunity, and a free kick of potential promise here for Athletic Club. Berenguer's delivery. Onana with a good sight of it and a good play.
Really good take, under pressure. Quality of the ball was decent enough. Bit of contact coming your way, but Manchester United seem very, very sloppy, very slow in some of their passing.
Hello everyone, good evening, what's up? Namaste from India.
Sharagiza.
Himanshu Jain. Game
Foul
the PS5
by Jallo on
is
Europe.
signing in. And tonight is one of the biggest nights for Manchester United club after a long, long time. Because it's a chance for us to qualify for the
Well, I suppose in many ways it's about
final matches.
how they go about it rather than the result realistically. And Ernesto Valverde's team are at least
with an overall aggregate score of 3 goals to 0.
doing their utmost to give Manchester United some problems.
And tonight,
how do you do that? Do
the
you
score
all
is
the
still
knowledge?
at
You understand tactically what to
0-0.
do, but if you haven't always got the personnel, you've got to
We are
adapt
into the
again, you've
28th
got to
minute.
change your belief,
The
or
match
do you
night.
stick to what you're good at?
Athletic Bilbao has tried to push Manchester United in the first 28 minutes, though have never been able to create a good chance yet. On the other hand, Manchester United
Fernandes looking to nip in.
better options to
Yerai
score
away.
goals compared to Athletic Bilbao, but somehow they could not
Casemiro.
convert them into the real goal as well. So we already
Lindelof.
knew that there was the Athletic Club Bilbao was had a shortage of players through a couple of injuries. Both Williams players are out. So
Force back the way.
let's look at the
Ashish
lineup.
putting it kindly, made his presence felt.
He's playing as a goalkeeper for Athletic Bilbao tonight with Bakiche, Nunez,
I
Alvarez,
think you've got to do that.
acting as 4
Go into the
defenders
areas,
and 2
just
central
tiniest of nudges.
defensive midfielders,
Sure
Jordi
you
Hazard and Ruiz de
takes enough
Galarreta.
of to
Then we have 3
tumble
in
Garnacho
the
down,
front midfield.
not
Unai
aggressively, but
Gomez, Berenguer,
I think you
and
have to be
Jallo,
strong.
with
You have to
Sarri
start getting
playing
closer,
as a striker tonight,
trying to
as
affect the
Inaki
game,
Williams is injured,
pressure
and there is
on.
no Nico Williams on the left flank. Whereas Manchester United is playing with their typical 3-4-2 formation under Ruben Amorim.
Fernandes up to Hoyland. And now Dorgu threatening to get some joy again. Garnacho arriving, Mazraoui arriving. But both will go on waiting.
They really tried to score one on the counter attack, but somehow their counter attack was stopped in between. And Dorgu was trying to
Counter initially there, that's the one. Got do better.
to give
Slide the ball in.
cross
But
to
this area is
Agatha.
overlooked.
It
Can he
was
play the
1-on-1,
ball
but
so
somehow
early? He
it could
can't.
not reach it.
Stay on it, do a little
So
bit
coming
more.
up with lineup for Manchester United, we have
But
Victor
he's
Lindelof,
got to
Maguire,
be a
and
little
Euro
bit more
starting his three.
convincing.
Three in the back with Mazrao in goal.
Leave a shisha around on the cover to tidy up there. Sanahi hoping to sow seeds of uncertainty, and he certainly has succeeded. It's Jallo.
Defensive midfielder with Garnacho Fernandes.
Oh, and it's a beautiful
Oh,
goal!
they have scored a goal. Bilbao has
Shane
scored a goal.
Giza
It was a poor defending by
with a
United once
strike
again,
that could change everything.
and they scored a goal. It was just unstoppable.
Well, he's a player with a growing reputation for turning up on the big occasion, and he certainly has here. And suddenly hope
An historic
rekindled
Izar who has scored a goal.
for the mass ranks from the Basque
One of the
Country.
most clear
Well,
outs
they're
by
not afraid to
Maguire.
have a shot. Maguire will be disappointed.
Giving
There's
the
the first
complete
one.
chance
But
to
this
Eric
one,
Bilbao. No
it's
defense.
absolute
Amazing
brilliant
goal.
from him to take it out of his feet. He just curls it all the way round. The trajectory's good. The goalkeeper, as he
Such a
goes,
bad
is
defending
thinking,
by United. Such
can
a
I
bad
touch
defending.
it? Can I get some more on it?
Garnacho and Fernandes
The end of
acting
it
as
is of that
or
guy
playing as
because
two
of the
attacking
quality and the
midfielder with
accuracy.
Williams
His game
starting
on
as
now,
his
and they've
slow
certainly been
striker.
pushing.
So after 32 minutes, the score stands at 1-0.
Well, well, well.
Athletic
They
Bilbao
will
has
not
scored a
grow
goal.
quietly.
Few seconds
And
back.
there is
There's
just
a complete body language change
a
and
faint
match change
chance
now.
that
Athletic
they
Bilbao
might be
is
walking out on home turf in the final. Still an
Athletic Bilbao
enormous
is
amount
just
to do,
pushing
of
up
course.
Manchester United again.
But a flash of inspiration.
We highlighted him, didn't we? The first game, we wanted to see what he was going to do. Can he do anything? Is it level
Come
with
on,
level?
United.
Can he
Come on.
dictate? Can he control the game? But to do something like that, very, very interesting now, the game.
Mazraoui, though, on the
Amazing
charge
cross
here
by
for United.
Fernandes.
They
Amazing
could
pass
do
to
with a
Mazrao.
nerve
He cannot
settler
get
and
into
quickly.
the Athletic Bilbao box.
Bruno Fernandes. And beyond the clutches of Rasmus
Come on,
Højlund.
guys, what are you doing?
And that's a foul by Euro on Jallo.
Start looking around now, asking
Cut the
questions.
free
You
kick into
mentioned
Athletic
Harry
Bilbao
Maguire,
just outside their
Casemiro,
box.
Fernandes.
Once again, it was a poor play
Just relax
by
will be the
United.
message. Right, Casemiro in the middle of
So
the pitch,
we are
relax. We wait.
again, once again, failing into the last
Take it easy, it's that pass
last
there,
third
he
of
just
the
wasn't
pitch.
sure, he didn't look
With any cross
behind him,
can
they're
convert into
aggressive,
an actual goal.
wants to take a shot wherever possible. That
How easily
very, very good.
Eric
It's
Bizarre
the
was
top
able
corner, the
to
delight. Those
take
travelling
the shot and
supporters
score
give
a
them
goal.
something, just a hope, a glimmer,
Ruben Amorim was totally pissed off.
doing something special
He's
when
totally
nobody
pissed
gave them
off.
a chance.
It's worth reminding you that no visiting team has won by more than 2 goals at Old Trafford in European competition.
Come on, guys. At least keep that record intact. Come on, come on.
Athletic Club are trying to do
Do not
something
give up
that
so
would
easily,
be
guys. Come on.
truly unique. But they've given themselves some hope. This is Berenguer. Teasing it in there. Jallo's disappointed. Arms outstretched on the edge of the penalty area. But, I mean, it wasn't especially cultured, was it? A big ball up to the big front man. Bit of confusion. Maguire a little unsettled. Loose pass.
Yeah, it's just a loose pass. But then it was something special, wasn't it? That's the difference thing. Well, there's the first effort blocked.
But how could you
And a
know
lot of
that
times
pass so
there, the
easily, man?
midfielder
Come
stepping
on.
onto you, probably will have tried that, I'll wait, but he just takes it out of his feet. Great effort, but Berenguer, what he's doing, he's trying to make something. He's putting the ball in, lost the last one, but he's been on the ball since the start of the game, trying to be positive and really got the momentum.
It's Gomez. Gets it back from Berenguer. Lindelof. First of the loose one is Jorginho. Confidence coursing through his veins at the moment.
Guys, come on.
Very evident. Berenguer. Casemiro with a good clean footing and Ugarte to bring it away.
Come on, we don't have a chance to counter-attack.
Another counter full of potential. And Garnacho with anchors in.
Relax.
And it's Dorgu.
No, come on, man.
Well, Bruno Fernandes was poised and probably felt that Dorgu should have left the stage clear for him. Unai Gomez in difficulty now.
As he got caught there, as he's got into the challenge. That pass to the edge. First touch into positions. Fernandes wanted it. He does everything really. Just think from there on, there's no space. And it's just this one there. See that stray arm? Mazraoui. Careful.
Well, the red card turned the game. Although United, we must stress, were already a goal up. It turned the game very decisively in their favour a week ago. Mazraoui has got to watch himself. There's no doubt about that. Before Berenguer couldn't get a hold of it as it dropped out of the air.
A loose pass from Berenguer, which we never thought would happen with the start he's had.
Come on, guys, come on.
Followed by Bruno Fernandes. He's so clean, really, when he gets those touches. But now, Van Mazraoui, someone get hold of him. Don't go near anybody. Don't even touch. Just stay composed. Just fill in your slot. Get towards half time.
Jallo's challenge deemed a foul and undoubtedly painful for Lenny Yoro.
What's he thinking? His mind, what can he do different? Does he stick to the game plan? Does he set something up? Can he get more possession? Can he get hold of the ball? I think at Old Trafford at times when you give the ball up, it's quite difficult.
Breaks through Ugarte. Casemiro. Dorgu is indeed offside. Yuri Beshish. Unai Gomez can get it under his spell. Sanadi. Casemiro.
Nice. Come on. Settle down, guys. Come on, settle down. Settle down first.
Jaragiza biting him with the challenge there on Ugarte. That's going to cost the goal scorer a booking.
And then the connection. It's one of those, it's not like a reckless challenge or something out of control when you catch somebody on the toes. They are a painful one, the reaction comes and inevitably end up with a yellow card.
Well, does he dare wonder that it's my turn for this to go for me?
You know he's wondering. Of course he does. He has the belief he can do it. I think that's the difference. No, he doesn't turn up and go, oh, maybe. He thinks, we can. I've seen it before.
Let's keep more.
Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes.
Nice, Bruno, nice. Come on, Bruno, nice. Settle down.
Valverde left frustrated there.
foul given against Athletic Bilbao.
Well, the odds.
Could the officials have continued there? Could they have said, well, let's carry on? Was there enough in that to stop the game, the flow?
Well, they've managed to find Mazraoui. That's useful for Garnacho. Faced by Nunez. Eyes firmly fixed on the ball. A way out. Now Gomez trying the smart flick.
Nice.
Violent. Jallo to steal it. Ugarte down the edge of the area. And appealing. Fernandez. And all fall down. Borosalva went down. Dorgu
Once again, you could have
nearly made his way completely to the turf. United pushing here. Mazraoui.
Come on, United, come on. United. Oh.
Mazraoui again.
Yeah, come on.
Garnacho. Context, remember, the Williams brothers missing for Athletic Club. Boyhan Sanse, who's been such a star this season. Danny Vivian suspended. Defensive stalwart, though he's only 25. And with a 3-goal lead to do their utmost to eat into. The odds stacked heavily against them, but fighting hard. Jauregui, the goal scorer, finds Sanadi. And here's Jallo. Hoyland. United always looking menacing in these situations, and that's beautiful. And it's an opportunity here for Garnacho.
No, Garnacho, come on! What the hell have you done?
It's a
Come
moment
on!
that he might just live to regret.
Oh man, it could have been the game second match for us.
Runs
Come on.
good. You know exactly Garnacho with the pace, good awareness. It's just this ball in here, off the line. Centrally, you've got both sides. He goes for the flick. He's under pressure, yes. He has the look, but you can see in the execution that the flick's always going away from goal. It's a poor finish. What an opportunity at the right time to close it for Manchester United.
Two good openings for him in the course of this first half. Two opportunities, and the book could be closed if he'd taken either of them.
Come on, Garnacho.
Well, it's not just counted for a goal in itself, the one attempt on target from Mikel Jauregui, but also it's given them hope, it's given them belief, and that is the biggest quality. You come here thinking this is impossible, and you're definitely beaten.
Because of the back five, because they're sat off them, when I said about the space and the support, they've got the extra players in the middle. Yes, the momentum's not there, but I think Manchester United have to step on more. Could take more of a control a little bit earlier.
Come on, team, come on. United run down the first half, run down the first half.
Jauregui.
Run down the first half, guys.
Unai Nunez to Yuri Beshish. Only once retrieved a European tie, having lost the first leg at home, not by this kind of margin. Champions League qualifier against Young Boys 15 years ago. Or rather, a Europa League qualifier. They lost 1-0 at home, won 2-1 away from home. The now defunct away goals rule coming to their aid. Easy to project your own meaning, but he's pacing pensively.
Yeah, he is, but you know, there's been so much said about the manager when he said, well, this is how I play, this is how I'm going to set up, the two narrow ones, off the striker, we'll keep our wing-back system, but can those two wide players, can they go out a little bit wider, can the two wing-backs step on? I just feel that Manchester United can control it so much better by doing that. They've still got the three. Lindelof, Euro can still control the wider areas. Maguire's comfortable at 1v1. I just think they're letting them have too much of it. I did feel like they would have some of it, but let's give them the chance. There's something to think about at half-time.
Come on, guys, come on, run down the first half. Come on, guys, come on. Amazing 4 results till now. So we have 20 votes.
Loose one, Jaragiza pounces on it. Sonali with a confident touch.
And 91%.
And he's retrieved it again here. Unai Gomez.
Oh, 23 votes and 87%, which means
A really good flick and play a follow.
20
That's where
votes
he's
are in
lost it,
favor
but
of
that turn's
Manchester
very
United
good.
still.
Just a little overs
And
there.
3 votes
This
in
is where
favor
the
of
disappointing
Bilbao.
delivery is.
Nice.
It's a little bit further back. I know there's bodies in front of you. You can see there, wide shot that set Manchester United off.
Come on.
Well done by Ruiz de Galarreta. Berenguer. Glance at the watch from Daniel Zibert.
Nice.
There's
First
Tiffany
half is
again.
over, guys.
And there is hope for Athletic Club, thanks to a quite fabulous goal from Miguel
Once we return from the
Jaragiza
break, I think
in the 31st minute of
our
the
aim
match.
should be to just
And
finish
getting
this
something
home
to it,
of
but not enough to keep
Athletic
it out.
Bilbao, even
Garnacho had two opportunities to put the tie to bed for
thinking of
Manchester
trying to
United.
come back.
They certainly have not chosen the easy
Instead,
way in this competition,
it
United.
should be over.
And they're not taking that route here tonight. Half-time at Old Trafford. Manchester United 0, Athletic Club 1, 3-1 on aggregate.
नया स्मूथ लस्सी दे
Grab the new smooth lassi. You love it.
आपको पूरा खाना खाकर भी अक्सर थकान और कमजोरी क्यों होती है? मानो ये चाय आपके डेली न्यूट्रिशन की जरूरत, ये आपका ब्रेकफास्ट, लंच, डिनर और ये गैप ही है आपका न्यूट्रिशन गैप। मैं सेंट्रम मल्टीविटामिन्स रोज लेने की सलाह देता हूँ। इसके विटामिन्स एंड मिनरल्स दे आपको एनर्जी, इम्यूनिटी एंड मोर।
इन्होंने हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस नहीं लिया और हॉस्पिटल्स के लाखों के बिल चुका दिए, अपनी सारी सेविंग्स गवा दी। और इन्होंने पॉलिसी बाजार से हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस लिया, जेब से एक भी पैसा खर्च नहीं हुआ और पॉलिसी बाजार ने कैशलेस क्लेम दिलवाने में इनको पूरा सपोर्ट किया। तो रिस्क मत लो।
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 300
Juliet, we are winning MU. Definitely, bro. Yes, we are winning, boss.
We're losing it. What? Guys, we're losing it. We're losing vitamins and minerals every day. Win it back with Centrum Recharge. It has protein, vitamins and minerals for energy, immunity and hydration. Centrum Recharge. Recharge India.
Guys, let's catch up after halftime break. Please do not go anywhere. We all want Manchester United to qualify for the finals. Finally. And this season also it's not going to go trophyless. That's our hope is. So one trophy per season. And Europa League. Let's rock and roll, guys.
noise you hear is that which greets the emergence of the visitors. Well, if they're going to go down, they are going to go down fighting. Athletic Club leading by 1-0. Mikel Jauregiza come all the way through the Athletic Club ranks, made his first team debut in December of 2023. Key figure tonight. So there is definite hope, there is definite belief for the Athletic Club players. Their ranks may be depleted, but their spirits soaring. A goal they'll treasure, a goal perhaps that Andre Onana will not. And Manchester United's lead eaten into a fraction. Dorgu coming together there, painfully, and conceding a free kick with the challenge on Mauran Sanadi.
Swung the ball, then he caught him. It will be painful. See the pain on his face, but he's up, he's ready. He'll be fresh in that team talk at half time, so saying continue, keep getting the ball, being brave. Manchester United, this is the last thing they want, an attack, putting them under pressure.
Sanadi, the only real height in there. Well, it needs to be retrieved spectacularly by Beshish, and that was beyond him.
It's just a let-off, isn't it? Into those positions, start of the second half, you're going, okay, see if we can get anything from it. Get it into
Come on, United, come on!
Momentum, confidence and belief. What are Manchester United going to do different? I feel like they certainly got to get a hold of the ball and dictate and control it more.
Maguire gets there. Ugarte, Jauregiza, Berenguer. Ruiz de Galarreta on for Jallo. Fernandez potentially turning into trouble, but he also wins a free kick for his team. The challenge by Inigo Ruiz de Galarreta.
He's smiling for now. I think he will be still confident at this moment in time. Bruno Fernandes. It's been a really revelation for Manchester United. All the uncertainty around the playing style, the football club.
So 5 players for Manchester United are
I believe on and off the pitch as well, not just on
stepping
play.
up for a warm-up,
Learned so much and set
as
standards in
instructed by their
training and
coach,
the way he
Ruben Amorim.
sets himself around the training ground, etc.
So Diallo for sure will be coming on. Then
Ruben
high
Amorim
possibility
described
of seeing
Manchester
Luke Shaw
United
as well.
shortly after his
Basil Mount,
arrival in one of many
maybe
candid
yes.
remarks as a
After
club
60-65
starving for
minutes mark,
leaders.
once Ugarte feels
Certainly
tired.
Bruno Fernandes and it has to be said too, Harry Maguire spectacularly in this run have stepped up in that regard. Casemiro likewise as well with some terrific contributions.
Lindelof might be
Lenny Yoro.
subbed off and Luke Shaw might come on. Come on. You don't need to
Ugarte
relax. Come on, guys. Come on.
handled it. Well, it's a time-worn phrase, isn't it? The next goal is vital.
Of course. Next goal is vital for sure.
And that's
And
a
it
time-worn
should come
phrase
from
because it's
Manchester
very
United.
true, usually.
If they
You've
do
covered
not
that
want
many
to
games
take
now, you should be able
unnecessary
to tell
pressure.
me who's going to score the next goal.
We all United fans
Well, having
know
covered
what
the
we have
previous
been going
round
through so
against
far this
Leon,
season.
I'm giving up
We
making
do not want
predictions and pronouncements.
one more night like
There's
that
Jallo,
again.
searching ball, but met by the outstretched boot of Casemiro. Jallo. Berenguer got there first. Ruiz de Galarreta, fleet of foot.
Once again,
Barasabel gets it
pressure
back.
created by Athletic Bilbao. Pass to
On
the
now
Jallo,
for
into
Jallo.
cross. Need to clear out, man. Nice, clear up. But either will.
Bruno
Oh
Fernandes into
no, how
trouble.
to do that?
Barasabel. And Maguire
Amazing.
shuts the door, at least for now.
Amazing clearance by Harry Maguire.
Good position. Harry Maguire. That little corridor, that area, that ball can't be slidden through, and generally they've put everything back, haven't they? This one was going to cross the face.
The Europa League United's route to salvation and Champions League competition next year. Athletic Bilbao still very much in position to reach it through their La Liga performances. Been in that position for a long time. Terrific defensive record. Is Berenguer. Euro in the way.
Guys, come on, you cannot give the ball away so easily.
Alvaro
No.
Jallo is fouled.
Once again. Athletic Bilbao player trying to earn a free kick and they got it by some acting. All Spanish team players are good actors.
Checks back, waiting for some sort of contact. There's that slap on the side of the face. Make sure the referee gives it. Look, now this is a good chance, good opportunity. That right foot, pinpoint. And he pulls it back and then he puts it into that area. Look at the Manchester United line there. Very strong, very organised. What's next? Is there something that can get through the lines? Is there an area around the back post?
Take your partners, please. Those deliveries have been a bit of a mixed bag. Berenguer. And
nice defending.
Deemed the aggressor, and it is a free kick to Manchester United.
That's what I said.
And you look at that there with that line, that outswinger, they're just looking for that contact. It's not there, and it felt, did it go out to the far post? It did. Firstly, you would think an in-swinger on that position, it's off the line. Put it right towards the goalkeeper, just for that little blip header. I think that again takes the pressure off United by that type of
Guys,
delivery.
come on, fans, get behind the field. Come on.
Certainly could have made more of their set piece chances, Athletic Club. Ugarte, 3 blue shirts around it. Harry Maguire.
No! Come on, Harry.
Seeking perhaps the more difficult route. This is Berenguer. Plenty on it there. Didn't give Jallo much of a...
No, settle down, relax, settle down, bro, settle down.
A few points there, isn't it? Harry Maguire trying to force a pass as he's approaching the halfway line. I don't think you have to do that. Check that, come round, recirculate the ball, but I understand why Berenguer's doing it, because he knows he needs to create, he knows he needs to take the risk to give them any chance of scoring another goal, and you don't mind that, because you accept what you are, you wait, you're patient, then jump on it. Manchester United have not been at it. They've lost the control at this moment. The game is in balance.
Cheer up the entire Old Trafford ground. Come on, guys, come on.
The coach on the pitch, Bruno Fernandes, looking to issue a few liveners, and tens of thousands joining him in the stands. is. Good work by Mazraoui.
Nice. Nice work by Mazraoui.
It's brilliant build-up all along. They spread the pitch really well. Manchester United, two central midfielders jumped forward, and the next one dropped down. The diagonal run almost got them in. Mazraoui really good, on point, defending, closing it, narrowing it. If he ever set up to try and build up, get away from the press, that was it.
Mazraoui has made more appearances for Manchester United this season than anybody else. It's his 53rd game of the season. Berenguer. He's been a reliable figure in a number of roles.
Nice.
Making inroads again. Dorgu shut the door.
It's corner full aesthetic.
But he's getting more involved, Diallo. Affecting things with greater regularity. Berenguer's delivery.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, he got there first.
Oh, nice. Come on,
And the side
head,
foot of
man.
Giza, Manchester United get it away. Momentarily at least. Almost fell kindly for Yerai, still forward. Berenguer has found the pass for Jallo. Lindelöf away. There's Yerai.
No, clear the ball out, man.
Ruiz de
Clear the ball
Galarreta.
out.
Deflected. Corner.
One more
Very
corner
good.
for
What
Athletic
the
Bilbao.
game's having. Involved in everything. He's taking risks, taking chances. And then what they're doing now, they're getting more shirts forward, they're taking more of a risk, they're closing it in. He's going to react, he's going to make a substitution, he's got to, because it's all right for now. They've got a second.
Berenguer finding the roof of the net.
Luckily, the ball went out of the pitch over the net.
Well, they sense
But I think
a creeping
this is exactly what
nervousness
Ruben
which
is trying to
has
do.
forced
Take an immediate
Ruben
action over here.
Amorim to turn to his reinforcements.
He can't see the team taking a lot of pressure again and again, so he's bringing up the subs. I think there will be 3 subs coming on. Luke Shaw is getting ready. Mason Mount is getting ready. Not sure who will be the third one. But something has to be done on an immediate basis
Orosabel away.
in order to save our players from this pressure.
Maguire to meet him. Fernandez.
No!
Giza. Mazraoui deals with it again. And Mazraoui will be amongst those who would have been issuing words of caution ahead of this one. The caution being issued here for Casemiro. That's why.
What? Casemiro did not even touch the Jallo. He just went up. Just slipped to the ground. I think as if he has been hard fouled and Casemiro got the yellow card.
Absolutely brilliant.
What a stupid yellow card.
United back, looking quick, great tempo. No wonder he's looking to change it. Luke Shaw, experience straight away, get him on the pitch wherever you can, because, and it's not just one. When we look now, you know, nice 3 substitutions to have.
Mount, Ahmad Jallo, as well as Luke Shaw. It's interesting, Mazraoui, because he will remember being 3-up in a semi-final and going out with Ajax back in 2019, the year Ernesto Valverde suffered with Barcelona. You'll remember Ajax won 1-0 at Tottenham and then went 2-up in the second leg, only for Lucas Moura's amazing perfect hat-trick to put them out on away goals. Masraoui played in both of those games.
How does he affect it now? What's he going to do? Amarim, does he say like for like? Does he stick to his system?
Both Man United and Athletic Bilbao are bringing on 3 subs each.
Good shot by Ugarte, and Athletic saying, well, if you're going to throw some fresh faces in, we'll match you. Giza. Ugarte there to tidy up, give it away. Instantly, anxiety abounds around Old Trafford. This is Berenguer. Couple of found space in there, Jallo. Well, both Unai Gomez and Manuel Sanadi had picked up really promising positions. Deflection means that Athletic can keep the pressure on. And likewise through on the fresh faces. So Ruiz de Galarreta is replaced by Beñat Prados, who'll go into the heart of midfield. Alvaro Jallo will be replaced by young Aingeru Olabarrieta. And Corozado replaced by Oscar de Marcos, who scored in both legs 13 years ago when Athletic beat Manchester United under Marcelo Bielsa. Ugarte, Mazraoui. Leave the stage.
Ugarte is off, Mazraoui is off, and Garnacho is off. He has been terrible tonight.
And Garnacho pays the price for his profligacy. So a raft of changes. I'll tell you, there's nothing a commentator loves more than 2 triple substitutions.
Well, at the same time, but again, I certainly understand why Manchester United have looked to do that, but what does he change? Is it just personnel? Is it the setup? I think, you know, at times you just sort of go, well, the wider players, when he's chasing it, will go outside, try and get some pace, to get a different setup, but he's got something to hold on to, so he might be still a little bit negative.
Olabarrieta, incidentally, making his first appearance of the season and his European debut.
Not bad, that, is it?
Jallo involved instantly. Mason Mount edge of the area. Well, instant spark from the substitute. Dorgu has gone over to the right. Luke Shaw playing on his natural side, on the left. Mason Mount combative. He was really aggressive when he came on last week. Olabarrieta. Free kick to Athletic Club.
Fernandez not happy. Counter-attack was quick. Gomez stepping in, travelling, waiting. Just that late touch. I think, as you know, he's going to just exaggerate the situation. Now the uncertainty, you've made changes. How does it affect the setup? Manchester United clean and quick in organising. That shift again, he does like Dorgu, doesn't he? At times going in to that right-hand side and able to come on that left.
On 3 round the back. Unai Nunez. I think everybody was surprised.
So the free kick
Far
for
away,
Athletic.
I'm sure you leave
Very
that.
easily.
The ball just sort of angles and just sort of starts to curl in. They've got the overload on the back post and watch it just come
Very
back
easily
round
Athletic
there
Bilbao
now.
player headed the ball into the goal, but Anas saw it very easily going out wide.
Wicked spin,
The
not
pressure
quite
from
enough to take it
Athletic
onto the
Bilbao
target.
needs to be stopped by Manchester
No blue
United on
shirts
immediate
arriving with
basis.
interest either.
On immediate basis.
Sanadi gets nothing. Another change on its way. And it will be an attacking one. Gorka Guruzeta.
So Athletic Bilbao is bringing their fourth sub. So for United,
will be
Mazraoui,
interesting.
Boateng, Garnacho are off, being replaced by Mason Mount, Ahmed Diallo and Luke Shaw. Diallo, Galarreta and Coruscant already have been subbed off, replaced by Marcos, Prados and Olavarrieta. Now waiting for the fourth sub.
Massively prolific.
Nice block, Casemiro, nice block,
Kindly
man.
there for Ahmed Diallo, and a raking ball by Casemiro. Here's Dorgu.
Oh, Dogu, come on, man.
Ran out of pitch.
So
And it's
look at the
Unai
stats.
Gomez who is
I think
withdrawn.
Manchester United is behind in all the stats apart from fouls, which is too strange. We have only 5 shots and none on the target.
We're still at the point from a United perspective where the tension is mounting, but the longer Athletic go without getting that second, will begin to ease perhaps. Boylan losing out. Here's Sanadi. Lost his foothold at a crucial moment. Prados herring in with fresh legs. Olavarrieta taking it on.
Gonna have a look at that again. See that late challenge that takes it on quickly. It's nice to get some power. But that's what was sort of struggling, wasn't it? To stay down for some time here. It was that extra follow through. Above that shin pad it is low, and he's showing the contact. He'll wait, put pressure on.
Well, welcome to the game for Beñat Prados.
Come on!
Well, whatever else they salvage, they will certainly go home with pride intact.
We have to save our unbeaten record in Europe, guys. Come on! In European competition, sorry.
Boylan. Ahmed Diallo so fleet of foot. Player whose season was written off. May yet end with a major European showpiece occasion. 3/4 of the match and more gone. United edging ever closer. Edging, but it's edgy. Lenny Yoro will take it on. Good advantage.
Come on. Nice leader, nice
Would have
leader.
liked. Boylan back to his feet. Lenny Yoro.
Oh!
Charlie Giza in the way.
Come on, United, come on!
Those guys will light it up. Giza just getting that block. Bruno Fernandes is never far away.
Sure. Lenny Yoro.
Ball.
Berenguer high into the Manchester night. Misjudged by Lindelof. Came off the arm of the substitute, Guduzeta. Referee happy with United in possession that the game can go on. That's Dorguzet. Straight though to Berenguer. Traras.
Nice tackle by Casemiro. Ball once again given away by
in his tracks. Bruno Fernandes.
Somehow they have saved it. Nice. No!
Well, it escaped the clutches of Mason Mount.
This is exactly what we needed, a little bit of energy. Nice Diallo, nice.
Mason Mount.
Oh!
Scoops off the top of his head.
Nice cross by Diallo, but
Euro. Brilliant play.
what a goal by Mason Mount! Amazing! Yeah! What a goal! Amazing play by Euro once again. What a goal! What a goal!
And a Bilbao return. Surely, absolutely booked now by Mason Mount off the bench.
He's got the quality, we know that for many years, and he's Manchester United. Fans certainly haven't seen the best of Mason Mount because of his injuries, but Ahmed does so well near to the area. There's the first look at it, but then he's aware of space, it circulates, it's a good little sort of dummy here. He's just waiting for the chances. Good touch, he knows where the goal is. That's a training drill, that's something you do a lot. That little flick through the legs and he's straight underneath his feet, that curling effort right around the flat corner. The game's been waiting for the quality of Manchester United. And finally, the substitution does that.
This is what we needed, guys, come on!
And surely the brave Athletic Club fight is over. A flash of inspiration from the substitute. Well, we'll see.
Finally a sigh of relief at Old Trafford. Finally a sigh of relief.
Olavarrieta leaving this one for DeMarcos, the old warrior, perhaps stepping out of the European stage for the final time, and he's keen to make an impression. Terrific ball, and wide of target by Guduzeta.
It's a big chance, little nutmeg, fantastic play, puts the ball across, he's got to score. You can see it, right across the near post. That would have changed it slightly yet again, but more pleased than me. Mason Mount, dedication, that disappointment of just keep coming back, is everything right, get another injury. It's very difficult for a player to deal with it mentally, what he's gone through, and he does deserve a goal. Hopefully we can see a much better career in his Manchester United shirt develop.
Well, The challenge on Prados has done for him. He's gone off. And Mikel Vesca, number 6, has come on here for Athletic Club.
It was a naughty challenge on him, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Stayed down, he was caught, put on the leg, and he will be disappointed with that challenge.
Lindelof able to guide it back. Well, some can't contain themselves. Surely not another twist in the tail, although there is a man there who's seen it all, who will rule nothing out.
Well, let's be honest, Manchester United have not done anywhere near enough in this game. They will take it. Yes, if he smiles and the director, Bart Scott, will still also realise the improvement needed. But you do whatever you need to do to get to a final, and it was still achievement for Manchester United, and certainly earned it over the 2 legs. But when you've got quality like you had, United teams to come on and make a difference, and now should be very, very comfortable.
Mount, full of confidence now. Amadello may yet have a say. Well, they were out-broken when Lyon scored their 4th goal here in the quarter-final. It looked for all the world like their season was crumbling into ruins. Sonadi's shot. They came up with something quite spectacular. And they did so again with the 3 quick-fire goals in Bilbao a week ago. They now have to see out 15 minutes or so of football without major incident. This is Mount.
Mount is full of confidence. Amazing skills, amazing movement.
Bruno Fernandes. A little off the ball skirmish there. Great desire from Casemiro. Fernandes. And suddenly the self-esteem and confidence is back, but they have lost the ball, albeit briefly. That's a foul on Bruno Fernandes.
It'll be hard to take now.
Come on, ref, check for the penalty. Come on.
We will see an amount of frustration creeping in with some late challenges. Disappointment is obvious, isn't it, when you know it's gone, and how do you adapt? And we looked at it, didn't we, and felt there wasn't much in regards to squad depth. What the club could do to try and affect it.
Well, Nunez went into the book very... Manchester United breathing easy. Lindelof replaced by
Amas.
Harry Amas.
Harry Amas.
Puffing out their chests with the prospect of a season saver at the San Mamés in just 13 days' time. Amad Diallo.
Come on, Diallo. Now you should score a goal. Come on, bro.
Mount pounces. Well, I think for all he has achieved in his stellar career, Casemiro, for the smile on his face after that goal, suggests that that moment and this run right up there with anything else. Season of so much pain, so much disappointment, may yet end with the ecstasy of a trophy. Amad Diallo with beautiful play here. He's got Højlund up, he's got Mount up, he's got Harry Amas up. They're turning on the style now. Mount. Mainu. Well, if there had been the finish at the end of that would have been something very special.
Great play, Mason Mount involved. Diallo just on the pace to get him behind.
Dorgu. And even amidst it all, Rasmus Højlund still cutting a frustrated figure.
Very frustrated.
Chance potentially for him. Was he fouled? He's suggesting yes.
I look at the side and I look and say what's the extra for him when they're struggling in the middle of the pitch. And Diallo could go and take the 9 instead of Højlund. I think that's going to improve him whether they get another midfielder in or however they adapt to it. But I think he's very fortunate and he probably won't keep his place for long. You can't see it. He's got to affect the game. What is he? He's a player. He's got to get better. But he's not doing enough to lead the line. We've not really seen him tonight.
And it's Grace under fire. There Euro striding forward with purpose and intent. This is Dorgu, Amad Diallo.
One more goal, come on! What a play by Aman. What a play.
Simplicity itself. And they're in party mood now at Old Trafford. Well, Højlund applying the finishing touch. And a selfie to savour. But a huge debt at the feet of substitute Amad Diallo.
That's made the difference, Annie. The quality, the bravery to attack and from behind. The manager not getting too excited because overall I think we'd be delighted to get through, but he knows so much to do to take this up further forwards. A simple tap in, which is so good from the side. He'll celebrate it, he'll enjoy the goal. You're not going to miss though. It's caught and gifted for you.
Well, a goal of mighty personal meaning, no doubt. And how many nanoseconds did it take for that to be posted on social media? So picture a Manchester United triumph. The anxieties of earlier well and truly vanished.
The atmosphere, the Manchester United supporters have wanted something, cheer, to get behind the team because of that very much inconsistent form in the Premier League. Questions have been asked of the players, the setup, the structure. They're looking to try and rebuild it in many, many ways. The contrast across the way from Verde. Knew it was a step too far. That fairy tale ending, although it's not going to be.
It takes Rasmus Højlund into double figures, the bulk of them coming in the UEFA Europa League, 6 of them scored recently at Bournemouth in the Premier League. There have been times in the knockout stages of this competition where it's looked as if all his confidence has gone. Certainly notably the case away in Lyon. Where Onana had a difficult night, and it's a night to forget that he can forget about now, because the job done on that night and done on this night. Might have had a few critics circling after the first goal this evening.
I think he'll set his own standards. I think that's, he doesn't need critics. I think he'll know when he could do better, when to make saves or the right decisions.
So into the book, and a brief hint of athletic club momentum snuffed out by that challenge.
It's going to be an interesting final though. I think that's certainly going to be the case, and one with great excitement and for either team, with great eyes on that. Manchester United in this tournament have earned the right to be there. There've been some gutsy displays and lots of goals and lots of different situations, and he needed it, the manager needed it to produce something at the end of the season, and within touching distance now of doing that, delivering a trophy to the supporters.
Certainly the prospect of an all-English final. Kobe Mainu. Foul by Dorgu, and the yellow card he'll be as happy as ever to take. And we'll take this on.
What
And
a
he will finish it
goal by Mason Mount! Amazing!
with an extraordinary flourish.
That's it! We are done, guys!
Perfection, sweet perfection from Mason Mount. And what threatened to be a difficult night is a night of joy. Manchester United and for Mason Mount.
This is pure quality. He has made a difference. He said, talked about his Manchester United career. Just look at that. Just digs it out. He doesn't rush it. On that left foot,
What a
players will
goal
be able to
from the
execute
half
it right
line by
underneath and
Mason
head
Mount.
up.
What a goal.
Stabs it into the ground. As clean as you can hit it. So pleased for him, as I've said, but what the difficulties he's had, and a fantastic ending to the game.
Well, the record books.
That's it!
Of an
We are into
emphatic
the
Manchester United
finals.
victory.
That's it.
And in the end, it
Manchester
absolutely
United
was.
fans, come on, United! We have done
They
it!
have booked their place in
What
Bilbao
a
on the
victory!
21st of May, with the reinforcements off the bench playing a starring role. Old Trafford, a scene of jubilation, but a scene of hushed anxiety for much of the match after Miko Jauregiza gave Athletic Club a lead, and they did threaten briefly to spoil the party, but with Mount and Jallo off the bench, the impact came. Mount with 2 goals, one to treasure forever and a day. Casemiro, the old warrior, with the header that well and truly banished any nerves. And Rasmus Højlund with a tap-in after some wonderful work from Jallo. And they will walk out in their 9th European final in 13 nights' time with a chance of salvation from a desperately disappointing domestic season. Manchester United 1 game away from toasting what at times has looked a hugely unlikely European triumph. Broken when they were 4-2 down here against Lyon in the quarter-finals, they mustered a comeback that will be remembered as long as there is a Manchester United, as long as football is played.
Going to be an all-English Europa League final this year.
In the end, clear daylight against the team from the Basque Country that
Amazing
did
job by
much to
subs
salvage their
Mason
battle pride
Mount
in 3/4 of the
and
game.
Diallo. Just amazing.
But the smiles on Manchester United faces, the prize may yet end up in the cabinet. And their hometown will play host to Manchester United in the 2025 UEFA Europa League final. They applaud, their voluble following singing till the end, but the songs of victory are being sung by the team from Old Trafford. On another extraordinary European night. At times you think this story has been scripted in Hollywood.
So guys, we are going through with the 7-1 aggregate in the semi-finals to play finals on I believe 22nd of May. Right. Oh, it's going to be a weekday. But yes, this is what is worth of everything. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have really enjoyed today's match. Let's hope and let's keep our fingers crossed. Yes, we are going to create some magic in the final and beat on our first time this season. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a nice night, nice day. Take care, guys. We'll see you all soon. Maybe on the weekend with another live stream watch along of Premier League. Do check out my channel. Please subscribe, follow, like, share, comment. And if you want to be part of it or you want to co-stream along with me, please let me know. I'll be much more happy to to form that partnership and take my YouTube channel ahead. Thank you so much, guys and girls, all Manchester United fans. Amazing night. Now we can go and sleep well. Take care. Bye bye. Ciao.